Dr. J. Brent Milstein, interventional cardiologist at Intermountain Medical Center, weighs in on the new FDA-approved Apple Watch 4 and its ability to monitor your heart.
In general, I think it's a great idea. I think it gives the power to get what we can find about patients, and sometimes we need to find it very rapidly into the patient's hands. Now, that being said, we have to be careful and make sure it's done appropriately. But I think, all in all, it's a great idea. One example is sometimes patients are completely asymptomatic and then they develop a sudden heart problem. That heart problem can be life-threatening right now. And they might be off out somewhere where they don't know what to do about it. They might be having a heart attack and they don't know that they're having a heart attack. But having the ability just right then, because they just happen to have on their watch a device that can check. They can check and see what's going on with me. And if they find out, oh, this is potentially bad, then they can immediately act and call 911.
It comes with a $400 price tag. Dr. Milstein is already looking ahead to improvements to the heart watch.
This EKG that the Apple has now put into their watch has the potential, it has to be modified, I think, to be able to actually diagnose heart attacks. But that sort of a concept of having it right there and available, because, if you wait very long at all, you're more likely to die from a heart attack. If you get immediate care and get your artery open that's blocked in your heart, then you can live a lot longer and do better. So because time is of the essence, having something that can guide you immediately when it happens, and probably at least 40 to 50% of heart attacks occur before the patient ever had any warning signs. And so they're out because they haven't had any warning signs, they're feeling fine. Suddenly they get chest pain. They don't know, is this a bubble in my stomach? Is this because I've been exercising too hard? Or is this a heart attack?
Let me go call a heart doctor. Let me go get
Or let me wait. What they do is they sit down and they say, let me see if it gets better.
Yeah.
But instead they say, well, let me check my watch.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. It says it's warning for a heart attack. I'll call right now.
So how does it work?
The watch has a lead on the bottom that is just connected electrically to your arm. And to do an electrocardiogram, you have to have two leads that come, the two connectors that come a distance apart. And so it's just got the metal on here, and you just touch the metal on the outside of the watch when you're in the EKG app, and then it'll start to show your electrocardiogram. Now, it only shows one lead, and it's difficult to diagnose a heart attack with just one lead. You can diagnose arrhythmias like atrial fibrillation, and I think that's what they're sort of targeting at first. Ooh, do I have atrial fibrillation? And you can look and see, and actually a computer can tell you whether that rhythm is atrial fibrillation or not. But I'm even more excited about the potential of diagnosing acute heart attacks. And so with that, they'll have to do some other changes and so forth. We are right now.
This is the first generation.
This is the first generation.
What's the downside? Some doctors have already pointed out.
Totally healthy people might look at it, they might try it, they might misinterpret it, and they might get worried. And then they might go do something they shouldn't do, or they might flood the doctors with saying, please tell me what this is. And what that evidence from that is, we could do 12-lead electrocardiograms on healthy people, but the national guidelines don't recommend on healthy asymptomatic patients that we screen them with a 12-lead electrocardiogram. And so I agree. If somebody's totally healthy, there isn't any real necessity to be checking your EKG if they haven't got any symptoms. But the thing I'm excited about is the fact that heart-related symptoms can happen suddenly and can be dangerous. And if you have something that can help you figure it out when it suddenly happens, the time saved may save your life.